Hey guys, what's up? Lone Berserker here, and this is a commentary 2 versus 2. We have two Galatians versus an Iceni and a Gate. This is another sent in replay. So let's look at the armies. This Gate player has 4 spears, 4 axe warriors, 4 noble swords, 2 heavy skirmishers, 3 spear horsemen, and 3 bow horsemen. How did I know that? Well, I memorized it before I started the replay. Just so I could say it really fast. Again, by the way, I have no clue how this ends, so we'll see what happens. I've got, this player here, Britain, has 3 slingers, 4 levy freemen, a mix of 3 levy freemen, 2 spear band, and then he's got sword band, heroic noble, chosen sword band, heroic noble, chosen sword band, heroic noble. The same thing. That seems to be it. And then veteran, heroic, veteran, and veteran. For the first Galatian player, we have 2 scout riders or horse skirmishers. Galatian riders, I mean, and they are Galatian riders. Then we have 4 freemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Galatian legionaries, 3 Syrians, a noble horse, 2 Cappadocians, 1 Cappadocian. What? Who only brings 1 Cappadocian as Galatia? That is heresy. And then he has 2 Galatian swords, and he even put a chevron on the Galatian swords, so he had leftover money. You son of a gun. Oh no, he does have a second one. Here it is. Alright, so he has 3 Galatian swords, 2 Cappadocians. And then the other Galatian player has a levy freeman, Galatian spear, a levy freeman, Galatian spear, a levy freeman, 5 Galatian legionaries. Gosh, this is gonna be hard for them. Then he's got 2 noble horse, 2 Cappadocians, then 2 horse skirmishers. Okay, this is gonna be difficult for the Iceni and Gate player because, well, I say that, but at the same time, everyone knows that Galatia is like the king of mid-tier swords. You don't want to mess with them in that area. Those Galatian legionaries are tough son of a guns. And Iceni, I almost just called them Britain. Iceni and Gate lack that exact unit, the mid-tier swords. However, Gate and Iceni have very stable high-tier infantry. What is going on? Is he going to go for it? No. High tier infantry. They got the heroic nobles and they have the noble swords. Iceni actually is a bit better in that area than Gate, and it looks like the fight is already freaking starting. Okay, so I'm trying to explain here, but these guys just are higher on their horses and want to get in melee. What I'm trying to say is Galatia will cream the mid-tier swords of Iceni and Gate, or at least they should, in theory. But when it comes to fighting the heroic nobles and noble swords, they could struggle. And I was about to say that in the mid-tier swords against Galatia, Iceni fares a bit better than the Gate, because Gate only has mercenary axe warriors and falxmen as their mid-tier sword infantry. The British, or the Iceni, have chosen sword band. So I guess in a sense, it'd be harder for Gate to win than for Britain. God almighty, I mean Iceni. Who the hell calls them Iceni? I always call them Britain. I played too much Realm 1. This veteran rider already lost 15 guys. Alright, let's actually pay attention. The whole front line here is colliding. We got levy freemen, spear band, and sword band. Iceni will win this. Gate is obviously being a bit more standoffish, as I would be too. Looks like he wants to engage that Galatian spear with a combination here. Now, you have to take in consideration, too, that Gate spears lose to Galatian spears, even the levy freemen, because of javelins. And the javelins do enough HP damage and initial damage that it will be too difficult for the basic spears to catch up in terms of losses there. Though, in this area, the spear band are going to do a great job and annihilate these guys. No way is this chosen sword band going to win this fight. Why is it winning so decisively? Not winning, but why is it doing so well? Did he not get a charge in there? My gosh. I'm going to have to train these people. What is going on? These sword band are going to pin these Galatians. This is going to be a waste because now the Galatian sword band, Galatian legionaries are fighting sword band and are about to get charged by a chosen sword band, and then they will lose that fight. Now over here, it looks like the Levy Freemen are trying to switch out with the Legionaries. That was a good move there. This could end badly here for Iceni, and it looks like just some charging Cappadocians. Very good charge there. Took a lot of spears and axe warriors down. This veteran rider, is he going to get hit by a javelin? Did he give an attack order? Because that would be a really good move, but it doesn't look like he did that. They're just kind of walking over here. The veteran riders suck, so they're going to die very quickly. And it looks like the fight over here is going to start. We have Cappadocians going in against heroic nobles and Levy Freemen. This will end very badly for Galatia, because he's already outmatched in the cavalry, and now he's got to fight the Levy Freemen. Swordsmen aren't going to do enough against Cav. They'll help against the Freemen, but not against the cavalry. And it looks like the heroic nobles got a good charge on against that Galatian legionary. They'll win that fight pretty handily. This could actually be very bad for Galatia. These fights do not look like they're favoring them in the slightest here. The Getae, let's see how they do. Looks like a noble horse somehow managed to fail in terms of getting a charge on a spear. Don't ask, but that's what's happening. These Galatian spears are running like hell from these axe warriors. We got a huge push. I don't know why the Galatian player is being so afraid to engage. My word, I'd be throwing myself at this Getae player. But you do have to watch out for those station heavy skirmishers, and I guess he does have the range, so. This frickin' spear has made one hell of a breakthrough and is now pushing to the back lines. What is going on? Alright, let's play it. It looks like the Cappadocian managed to get out alive and is actually beating the hell out of that Levy Freeman. Here comes, I don't know why the heroic noble decided to run away, but now it's gonna double team that that freaking Cappadocian. I can't keep a straight face when I'm commentating like this. We have a heroic noble coming in against this Galatian legionnaire, already overpowering that axe warrior, beating the crap out of that Galatian spear. Finally, one Galatian player does something right here and crashes into both these units, but now he's gonna get shot by javelins or bow horsemen. Galatians and Spirit Legionaries are going to follow up, and they'll easily cream those two units. There's an absolutely massive battle over here, and these Legionaries are trying to run away and leave the Freemen behind so they don't get surrounded, and a lot of units are just pulling out all of a sudden. I have lost all ability to commentate of this current situation. It looks like the Cappadocians somehow managed to freaking overpower that heroic noble. I'm like dumbfounded by this, but I think it had a lot to do with those arrows. Galatian Legionary will beat that spear band pretty easily. Heroic noble should be able to overcome that, but it looks like these Galatian Legionaries are putting up more of a fight than I thought they would, and are holding their own against these units here. Frankly, I don't know how. Noble Sword got into the Galatian Legionaries, that's not good. With the combined, actually though, this isn't looking that good for Getae in this area of the battlefield, but he has another Noble Sword coming in, and he's got the Thracian Cav helping out. Celtic Slingers won't do any startling damage, and it looks like there is a massive gap in the Galatian army here. He needs to go to the dentist and get that fixed, because honestly, I just run a Cav unit through and get into those skirmishers. Oh yeah, by the way, I added the paint to drawing now. The Getae player could easily exploit this and surround him. Even if it's just Thracian Cav, it's still good enough. Now, here comes this horse skirmisher, or Galatian rider. It's gonna easily take down this veteran rider. At least that's what I do with it. Now, I'm quite positive Iceni has somehow managed to fumble the greatest victory in history. Not surprising, their queen wasn't that successful either. This is why Britain always lost. This faction frickin' sucks. I'm sorry. Getae though is having some success. I'll put it back on play. I like slowing it down so I can get an assessment on the entire situation. What the frig? There's a huge cavalry attack from this Galatian player. I mean, if he wants to do it, it could work, but he seems to have run into the wrong unit. Now he's trying to run away. Charge on this noble. That was a really good attack right there. But, let's see how many... Yeah, he's going to take a lot of casualties, I think. That could be bad. Yeah, here come the javelins. Here comes another volley. Oh god. Eek. I mean, it was a good idea. I know why he did it, but that was risky. Here comes a noble sword coming into the fight there, and here comes this huge cav flank now. And it looks like the Galatian is trying to fall back, and his ally is trying to push. It is really confusing, because I really don't know who's who in this situation. That heroic noble is getting shot and is trying to fight a Levy Freeman and is failing miserably. Looks like they did catch the Galatian Rider, though, and are brutally beating it up. But there's a Levy... How the hell did a Levy Freeman get back here? Here comes a Cappadocian about to ruin this swordband's life. This noble horse is going to rout that chosen swordband. Iceni is basically dead at this point. Honestly, this is a fight for the freaking... This is a race to the end here. Spears filling in that gap. There are a noble sword unit that is getting charged by Galatian spears. The Iceni, though, still has a chosen swordsband, a heroic noble, and three heroic nobles decided to just not rout. But that's about it for the Iceni, so it's kind of up to Gate here to fight two players. I don't see how they're going to come out of this one, honestly. These Spear Horsemen will pin down the Cappadocian, but you have to take in consideration Spear Horsemen suck, so it'll take them a while to kill that. This heroic noble just got the hell javelined out of it. And he's going to turn around and fight that Galatian sword, probably the better move, but now it's exposing him to arrow fire, which his brother over there is meeting his end soon. The Galatian players did a great job at using their Syrian archers, I'll tell you that. Britain slingers suck, and the Dacian heavy bowmen I don't really use, and I like the skirmishers more, and you can see as this build says the same, it brought the heavy skirmishers here. So they're going to be severely lacking skirmishers. This spear is getting intercepted by a Levy Freeman. Though there is this bunch of infantry here I haven't seen. He's got two noble swords, practically, well that one's, never mind. He's got a full noble sword, noble, and two healthy noble swords. So Gate still has a lot of fighting power. And these axe warriors aren't bad at all, but he needs to get them out of there because he's going to take unnecessary casualties at this point. He'll kill the unit with the help of the noble sword, but he's running away, actually. Well, that was... Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of routing units all of a sudden. Oh, his general died. Oh no, this could be a game changer for Galatia here. Team Galatia. If these Thracian horsemen can pounce on these horse skirmishers, but I'd just throw them in there at this point. I'd just give an attack order and see if I could catch him. Now, it seems in the back that there's a Thracian chasing a Galatian rider, which is going to turn and fight. He's going to get really good javelin volley off, and he'll probably win that. He will definitely win that, because he's already up by 60 men, yeah. Spear Horseman will finish off that Galatian rider, though. That was a good move, taking out that Galatian sword, and now he's going to catch the horse skirmisher. Or he's not. He's not paying attention, so he didn't fully catch him. Looks like here's the thing. The mid-tier swords for Galatia creamed in the melee fight, but now they need to last against the heroic nobles and noble swords, and without any more ammunition... Well, they might have ammunition, but it's being used on a 13 Spear Horsemen. They need to turn that around. This Galatian Legionary is going to get charged from the rear. That spear is going to get wiped off this battlefield in a second. So, Galatia has one cav unit left, and the Iceni and Gate alliance here has 1 to a quarter of one partially cav unit, which is about to get its butt wiped by this Galatian rider. Never mind. I would just accept the fight as Galatia. Excuse the growling in the back, that is my dog. This Thracian cav is going to kill that Syrian pretty easily, or maybe not. He might run away. Yeah. Then, someone's general just died, I think, and I think it might have been Iceni's. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Boudica died in real life, too. These, Thracian heavy skirmishers. I think Galatia might have lost this, actually. Because, yeah, here comes the cav into the skirmishers. That'll end 4 units right there, which is a lot of the current balance of power. Another one's going to die over there. We've got this heavy noble horse here that still has a lot of units left in it. Oh, but here we go. This rider and 2 units are about to break, but honestly, I don't see how they're going to finish off 105 noble swords. That's going to be a challenge, but I mean, he's still got 46 noble horse. You know, I say that, but I'm probably being really optimistic here. Are those units disciplined? No, they're not. So if that general dies, then that unit routes. I am almost positive of that. Because of the current balance of power. And it looks like it's going to be, at least from what I'm currently looking at, a defeat for Team Galatia here. Which I'm, like, very surprised by, because they had such an advantage. They were doing so well. Iceni was dead, and Getae could have been surrounded. But that ain't gonna be the case, I think, here. I don't see, with the casualties he's currently taking, how 39 Noble Horse are gonna take down 93 Noble Swords. Unless the Getae General dies. That's obviously a possibility. Still a minute left. Oh, but it's Morales taking a crap here. He's already shaken because of army losses. So it's 2 cav units that are in red morale versus all this. Yeah, it's over. Well, good game. Holy crap. I was convinced Getae and Iceni lost that, but apparently not. And Getae is like a dominant faction right now, which is absolutely awesome to me because I love them so much. It's very surprising that they're such a dominant faction, but at the same time it's not, because when you look at their roster, it's probably one of the best in the game, at least in my opinion. Lacking in the mid-tier swords, though, is a big problem, and their spears absolutely suck, but with the help of the Thracian Peltist, they can make one heck of a faction. Now, Galatia has lost here, so that was a good game. Thank you for sending this replay in. Again, guys, if you want to send me replays, just use the link in the description. Not link, the email. Send them to the email in the description. That was awesome. I really, really thought it was over there for Iceni and Getae. I'm guessing these two are the ones who fought on the right side. In my opinion, freaking Iceni suck. They're one of the worst factions in the game. I just don't like them. Their cav is absolute garbage. Their mid-tier swords are junk. Their top-tier swords are junk. The only good unit they have are the Spear Band. No, I'm just kidding. Well, there's a reason I don't play this faction. So Iceni's general got 230 kills in double chevron, so that's really nice. But again, look at the cav kills. Even the freaking heroic nobles did bad. And they should have had an easy fight there against those Cappadocians. The Britain Slingers, I mean, one got 44 kills, and he might have got a chevron earned. I don't think he did, though. He was probably given it. The Chosen Sword Band, yeah, this is ridiculous, frankly. Almost all their fights were in their advantage, and they literally lost. Except this one did get 108, though, in a chevron. The Heroic Noble did pretty well, though, and got 145 kills. Obviously, Levy Freemen doing what they do best and dying. Spear Band, alright, but those are kills against Levy Freemen. And actually, the Sword Bands, they're a pretty good unit. The Sword Band are a nice unit. And they did get 110 kills. They're probably one of the best meat shields in the game because they aren't a spear unit and they're alright. They can beat Levy Freemen. That's basically, I say, the best meat shield, but the Galatian swords are way better. But still, Sword Band are pretty good for being a meat shield unit. Galatia's general got 159 kills in double chevron. Freaking cavalry rocked the world there. And got a lot of kills. Galatian riders are very strong. They're like scout riders, but I think they're better, if I'm not mistaken. And the Cappadocians doing pretty good. The Syrians definitely helped a bunch there. Got a ton of kills on those infantry units, and that was one of the problems. Britain had nothing to silence them with. The Galatian legionaries, all around doing pretty good. 264 kills is great. The other ones, though, mediocre. Galatian swords, alright. This one got double chevrons, but he already had one, so he just earned the second one. Guessing, though, he killed either a lot of cavalry or one of the heroic nobles. And yeah, and then actually one of these Levy Freemen got 66 kills, so that's good. And we got Getae and the other Galatian player. Getae's general and noble swords carrying the army, obviously. Thracian Cav doing absolutely amazing. The Spear Horsemen not doing the greatest, but I always say this, they suck. The Dacian Heavy Skirmishers doing absolutely amazing here. Axe Warriors doing pretty good, well, 3 of them. Then the Spearmen, obviously just, Dacian Spears suck so much. Then we have Galatia. Noble Horse not doing the greatest. They got a lot of kills, but I have a feeling they weren't good kills because neither of them earned a chevron. This Cappadocia did great. This one did alright. These horse skirmishers, this unit isn't the greatest, honestly. Could be better. The Celtic slingers, not doing that great. Think they could have been used better. And focus fired those noble swords. Even though, in terms of firepower, Celtic slingers aren't the greatest, but if they can focus fire and use their massive numbers on a single unit, then they can do a lot of damage. And the Galatian legionaries, eek, not the greatest in terms of kills, though I say that these three did really nice. These two just didn't get the greatest fights, and then obviously the meat shield wall doing what it does best. I think Team Galatia here threw away that victory in my opinion, but I'm probably being too harsh. I have no mercy on these types of players. I'm just kidding. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.